Can Sergio Pérez hold his ground against the relentless Max Verstappen? As Pérez's seat at Red Bull grows ever hotter, every race now feels like a survival battle. While Verstappen surges toward his fourth world title, Pérez's missteps and struggles have left Red Bull questioning. Is he truly the right fit to stay alongside one of F1's most dominant forces? Dive into the full story of high-speed pressure, missed podiums, and the fierce rivalry threatening to shake up Red Bull's driver lineup. The pressure cooker. Pérez under the spotlight. Sergio Pérez's challenges this season have not just added pressure on him, but intensified scrutiny on Red Bull's decision to retain him alongside Verstappen. Christian Horner and Helmut Marko have emphasized the importance of having both drivers perform at a high level, especially as the team contends with strengthened rivals like Ferrari and McLaren. Red Bull's strategic direction in recent years has been to find a stable second driver after multiple lineups, and Pérez initially fit this role well. However, with Pérez's recent underwhelming results, the gap between him and Verstappen has raised serious questions about his consistency. This disparity has put Red Bull's championship aspirations at risk, and insiders report that while Red Bull appreciates Pérez's veteran experience, they might reconsider his role if the results don't improve. Early season success fizzles out. Pérez had a strong beginning to the season, finishing on the podium at 4 of the first 5 races. This performance bolstered Red Bull's early lead in the standings, and Pérez's win at the Baku Grand Prix highlighted his potential. However, since then, the momentum has dropped significantly, with Pérez struggling to adapt to the continuous RB20 upgrades. He has mentioned that the car's balance and handling have shifted away from his preferred setup, making it challenging for him to keep pace. Each race since mid-season has presented a steeper climb, with Pérez frequently finishing outside the top 5, leaving Verstappen to secure the majority of Red Bull's points. Analysts have noted that while the RB20 has favored Verstappen's aggressive driving style, Pérez has found it more challenging to adjust. The Max factor. Unmatched consistency. Max Verstappen's remarkable consistency has made him an ideal fit for the RB20, as his ability to adapt to its handling quirks highlights a significant gap between him and Pérez. Verstappen's racing style allows him to manage the car's oversteer and navigate high-speed corners more aggressively, often securing podiums even on difficult tracks. This adaptability has led Red Bull's technical team to focus on optimizing the car for Verstappen's driving style, which inadvertently makes it less compatible with Pérez's smoother, less aggressive approach. F1 experts, including former drivers, have commented that while Verstappen's handling is impressive, it sets an exceedingly high benchmark that Pérez is struggling to meet, adding even more pressure on the Mexican driver. Tech troubles. A car Pérez can't tame. Red Bull's RB20 car has proven to be a double-edged sword for Pérez, as technical issues and setup challenges have persisted throughout the season. Unlike Verstappen, who seems to thrive in the car's unique aerodynamic and mechanical balance, Pérez has reported ongoing struggles with achieving the right setup. Even minor imbalances become amplified, leading to a lack of confidence in cornering and overtaking. Pérez mentioned that he feels uncomfortable pushing the car to its limits, which has contributed to inconsistent qualifying sessions and race finishes. These technical troubles highlight a crucial gap in Red Bull's car setup strategy, as engineering adjustments aimed at optimizing Verstappen's performance often don't translate to Pérez's driving needs. Missed opportunities. Points slipping through the cracks. In races where Red Bull expected double podiums, Pérez's recent performances have often failed to meet expectations. Over the last 10 races, he has missed crucial scoring opportunities, and while Verstappen has continued to extend his lead, Pérez's finishes outside the points have been costly for Red Bull's constructor standings. Ferrari and McLaren have been inching closer, especially as drivers like Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris consistently finish in points-scoring positions. Red Bull's strategic reliance on Verstappen alone puts them in a vulnerable position, and each missed opportunity for Pérez means lost points that competitors are quick to capitalize on. This trend has sparked internal discussions on whether Pérez's role in the team is sustainable if he can't consistently score. A contract in jeopardy? Red Bull weighs options. Although Pérez has a contract with Red Bull through the end of 2024, the team's willingness to explore alternatives underscores the critical nature of consistent performance. Red Bull's advisors, including Helmut Marko, have expressed that while they recognize Pérez's experience, his lack of competitiveness in recent races is concerning. Red Bull's decision to evaluate drivers like Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda hints at their forward-looking strategy, where nurturing young talent could be more advantageous than retaining an underperforming veteran. Red Bull's high standards leave Pérez with little room for error in the remaining races, as each Grand Prix becomes a test of his ability to retain his position within the team. Fan reactions, divided support, and growing skepticism. F1 fans have shown mixed reactions to Pérez's position at Red Bull, with some defending his early season successes and others questioning his capacity to keep up with Verstappen. Social media platforms are filled with debates, with one faction attributing his struggles to a car designed around Verstappen's style, while others argue that Pérez's frequent on-track errors justified Red Bull exploring other options, comparing Pérez to past Red Bull drivers like Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon, who also struggled as Verstappen's teammates. Fans speculate if Red Bull's team dynamics naturally disadvantage any second driver. The division among fans reflects a growing skepticism, as each underwhelming performance raises questions about Pérez's long-term suitability at Red Bull. Pérez's own words, "I need to prove myself." In multiple interviews, Pérez has acknowledged that the pressure to perform is at an all-time high. He has openly admitted to struggling with confidence in the car, especially in sprint race weekends that limit practice sessions. Pérez has stated that while he feels the team's support, he knows that Formula One is a performance-based sport and that he needs to deliver results. Despite Red Bull's recent technical adjustments aimed at helping him regain form, Pérez has emphasized that he must adapt quickly or risk jeopardizing his seat. He has highlighted that unlike Verstappen, who seems to manage car issues with ease, he needs more time to adjust, a luxury not afforded in the current high-stakes season. External competition. Rivals eyeing Red Bull's weakness. Ferrari and McLaren have seized the opportunity presented by Red Bull's internal struggles, with drivers like Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc bringing consistent podiums that chip away at Red Bull's lead. Red Bull's reliance on Verstappen to carry the team's points has raised concerns, especially as rivals close the gap. Ferrari's upgrades have proven competitive, and McLaren's strategic improvements mean that Red Bull cannot afford any weak links. Experts argue that in a sport as competitive as F1, Red Bull's success hinges on having two competitive drivers to fend off rivals who continue to push for higher positions. If Pérez cannot maintain a competitive edge, Red Bull risks losing its lead in the Constructors' Championship. And that wraps up the breakdown of Sergio Pérez's intense season with Red Bull and the pressure he's facing alongside Max Verstappen. Will Pérez rise to the challenge and secure his place, or is Red Bull already eyeing his replacement? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.